Good almost noon day to you DIYers, you getter doners. Just going to show you right here. This is a duplex that came back to me. I'll show you what I'm going to do here in just a second after I show you this product. This is the Milwaukee M18. It's the pack out one, you know, what you can put on your pack out. So that's where you unlock it, high and low. Your hose is on the outside versus the other one I've got. You had to open up the lid and your hose was wrapped in here. And a little inconvenient because I had trouble with that hose getting left out all the time and laying out on the floor and getting stepped on, whatnot. And this one's just a lot easier just to wrap around, tuck it in real quick. We're going to put in a red lithium XC6 in here. Just got a little bit of vacuuming to do. I like the high and low range. You know, I've got the other Milwaukee before the pack out came out. I've got the old DeWalt that I've had as long as I've had the radio that I showed you a couple of weeks ago. The DeWalt still runs strong, but I have designated that DeWalt strictly for a toilet vacuum when we're working on a toilet. It's just strictly a wet vac, no filter in it. And you got latches right here to latch your lid down. Your accessories are in here if you need them. It's a good vac. The old Milwaukee that I had, the hose broke right in here before we were stretching it so much, and we finally broke the hose, but I did order a new hose and put it on there. This hose seems to be a little more durable, a little more flexible. At some point, the tenants let water build up on the floor right here, and this laminate floor has been down for several years. It's held up really well, but you can see the discoloring if the camera's picking that up. You can see where the edges are rolled up. This is kind of sinking down. See how that's bucked up right there? I don't know. I could take a hammer and knock it down. But what I've come up with is, I had these tiles left over from another job, is I'm going to lay them out here, draw a black line, and I'm going to cut this out, put in that Schluter, Curdy, whatever that little rollout mat is, and then put this tile down, try to get it leveled up with this floor. May have to put a trim piece around it, not sure, but that's my solution to come up with for here. You can tell the cabinets, not sure if they got a lot of water on them. It was a very elderly lady that lived here, and it kind of discolored the cabinets there a little bit. We're going to use this DeWalt. It's the XR multi-tool. I like these power stack batteries. I like the weight of them. Got a Diablo blade on it. We're going to have to notch this out right over there for that tile to go under it. So far, I've been pretty impressed with those Diablo multi-tool blades. It's not every day you cut a piece of wood out, find a penny. I can't read the date on it. It's probably worth a lot of money. It'll probably pay for this repair job. Here's what I've kind of come up with. See how I've got them laid out, coming down. And then I'm going to try to square it off with this wall. And see, all of these tiles that are down here are good. Those and these tiles right here, you can see the corners are broke on them. So that's going to be perfect because I don't need the whole tile, see, to come out there. See how I've got it laid over. So I'm going to that'll work out perfect. I can cut those right there and put partial width tiles through there. So I thought what I'm gonna do, and then that'll clean this floor up in here real good. I'm hoping we can take some wood cleaner and clean that, put some orange glow on the cabinets. There's how they're supposed to look. All right, if the camera will pick it up, I've got my black line drawn on there, coming right down through here. The Milwaukee Inksaw fine point, I think they're supposed to just write on anything. It was struggling drawing on that. Of course, there may be some people may have used some wax or whatever, but anyway, I'm hoping that the multi-tool with the Diablo blade, this one is clean wood. I'll try it. As any of you know that has fooled with this laminate flooring, it'll dull a miter saw blade or a table saw blade pretty easily. So we'll see if that'll cut it. I don't want to use a circular saw because of dust. I got the DeWalt that you saw a while ago with the Diablo wood blade in it. I've got the Milwaukee here. It's got a brand new Milwaukee hardwood blade in it. So just gonna kind of see which one I like, the way it cuts better. I'm gonna crank this one on up on 12. See, I like running that vacuum on low. I don't need it on high, and just where I can grab the hose from time to time and slide it over there. Either blade is doing good. There's not a hair's difference between either one of them. It felt like a while ago I was pushing easier on the Diablo, but then that cut right there, that one right there. Now, I don't know if it's the new or DeWalt XR is a little quieter or what. Seems like that one's running a little higher RPMs. It's a little louder and it seems to be running a little higher RPM. It's coming up where I cut it. Well, there it is, cut out. It's pretty straight, but it'll show up more so when we lay that tile probably. So that's why I'll probably, on the table saw, I'll make some kind of transition to fit down in that. Well, I got the Schluter and Dietra mat down. That's actually just some. You see the scraps over there. I just happen to have a little bit left, and so I pieced it in there. It'll be good. It'll work for this. The way things go, I never get to work in the same place twice. So I think Jeff and I tomorrow will be at the fourplex I bought. The Amish are going to show up in a day or two to start tearing the siding off, to put new siding on. He and I are going to go up to cut all the decks off of the place and tear them down. So I'll take you with us. See you tomorrow. Good morning, my YouTube friends and family. This is next day. I told you next day we're going to be working on the fourplex. So I'm going to start down here. I'm going to show you the little house. It's come a long ways. You might, I don't know if I made any videos when we first were cleaning this place out. It was awful. So here's a side view of it. Christy and I are really proud that we had the opportunity to buy this piece of property. It's going to really be a good piece of property for us. We went with the vertical siding on this, up and down. I think I'm saying that right. Went with a black post, black roof. It'll be a black door. We're gonna really dress this little place up. Waiting on concrete guys to come in and put my sidewalk in. The one bedroom was over there. Their living room part was over here. Then there was one little walk-in closet here. And of course, this is where the kitchen is. We tore that bedroom down, built this wall, put a master bedroom there, child's bedroom around the corner, and that away, bathroom, utility room. The painters have been in, they've got the primer put on the walls. Jeff and I last week painted the post. So this place has come a long ways. We're gonna really dress it up. It'll be a cute little place when we get done. We're gonna do a lot on this up here. So I have, the person that did this is Scott. We'll call him Scott the Carpenter. And he just got so busy in building houses and stuff like that, it kind of pulled him away from here, but he's getting it finished now. Fourplex up here. And the Amish are gonna start on this probably tomorrow, hopefully. Taking all the siding off. I just had the roof put on. Take all the siding off. It's gonna have the up and down vertical siding on the front and then regular siding on the sides and back. We got big plans for this. We're gonna do a lot to it. I'm gonna make some nice patios out back. We're gonna concrete the whole backyard. We're gonna cover the patios. You'll see all that down the road. They're gonna have a lot of work done to them. And we're not afraid of work around here. That's my middle name, hard work. These are 2-bedroom, bath and a half units. Jeff and I are up here today to tear the decks off of the back of every unit. I've got the Milwaukee M18 hacksaw, I think is what they call them. I got a Milwaukee torch metal blade on it. I've got a Diablo, not sure framing blade, not sure how old that one is. That one's got a brand new wooden metal blade on it I like for demolition. And then we got this DeWalt that I've had forever and ever. We brought it out of retirement. And we got a 9 amp hour on it. I've got a Milwaukee carbide teeth, the axe, nail embedded wood, 12 amp hour on that, 12 amp hour, 12 amp hour on the Milwaukee. We're gonna start cutting these gutters. Cut that thing about 12 foot, 10 foot, 11 foot. That's what'll go in the trailer. This ain't nothing but manual labor right here. Jeff and I ain't afraid of manual labor though. We love it. Keeps us young, healthy. Now I'm not like Fleetwood Mac. You know, Stevie Nicks was a singer for them and they sang that song Dreams, and she said, I keep my visions to myself. Well, I'm not gonna keep my vision to myself. I'm gonna let you in on it. So what we're gonna do, as you see, we're taking these decks off. You see my property line right here, this string going down through. So I'm gonna concrete decks coming off of here, probably out to somewhere right in here, and then step the deck down and concrete all the way out to my property line right here. I'm gonna put a wooden solid fence, privacy fence all the way down through here. Gonna put a nice fence to hide all of this, and then put a fence in between each unit on these. And the part that is coming off of the house to right here, I'm gonna build all of this like that, coming out here and I'm going to cover that part. And then this part that's out here will be open, and I'm going to concrete this whole back end. That way there's no mowing maintenance, any maintenance of any kind back here. And each place will have their own separate patio back here, concrete. The section coming off of the house will be covered, and going to just really try to dress them up, make it nice, give the people an area of privacy that they can come and sit outside. I'm going to riff-raff this whole section down through here and gravel it so there's no mowing there. Trying to cut down as much maintenance as possible on this, plus make it very nice. Concrete is long lasting. I've actually called the boss, and that's actually Mrs. Holly Tree Reynolds, and I couldn't get her. I'm sure she's busy, but I think we should just tear these things down, every one of them, or there's only two, is tear both of them down and concrete this whole thing and set these on a concrete slab. And those are little storage buildings for each unit, and so I think that's what we ought to do there. But I had to call my supervisor. I'm waiting on her to call me back and let me know what to do. That's the way to take them out right there, section at a time. And then I got bad news to report. Battery's full charged. That may be why I put it in retirement. I don't know, it won't run. You've been good while you worked. Well, we've got that deck off, and we're coming down through here. And that Milwaukee torch blade, you can tell we kind of torched it. It's done really good, but you can see where I've got it hot. I mean, we've cut the fire out of nails and just old hardwood, this, that, and the other. And it's got to where it's kind of smoking on the wood, so I thought we'd put another one in. So now we're going with the Diablo wood, nail embedded. So we'll see how that one does. Ooh, you're taking your life in your own hands right there walking across them. Pretty good. Gone. Gone. We're down to the last one. And then, I don't know if I did tell you or not, but my supervisor, Mrs. Holly Tree, gave me permission to tear these off, which they needed to be gone and rebuilt. So they're gonna be gone. So we're down to the last one. There's another thing, if you're a landlord, you never have to buy tires for any of your vehicles, because people that rent from you, they love you so much, they give you tires all the time. And I think we can put a tube in that one and it'll be okay. It's just amazing what they'll leave you. They just so thoughtful, you know. They just love you so much. They just leave you all their junk. Good noon to you, my YouTube friends. This is next day from what you were just watching. I got here this morning, the Amish were already here. New windows going in, doors, new siding. They're gonna replace a bunch of that OSB on the outside. So it's looking good. I got the Kubota, the hydraulics warming up on it. Yesterday, as you know, what you watched previously, we was tearing the decks off. I'm going to gravel a bunch of this right here so that we're not working in mud until that can get concreted. So I'm gonna start bringing some gravel around here. Go down to 4-wheel drive, go in and get us a bucket. Then we'll come out of 4-wheel drive, just start kind of working on it. There we go. Well, I didn't get you any video of me dumping it. I got you a video of me loading it, but I thought y'all would appreciate manual labor more than you would that tractor working. I figured y'all'd rather hear me grunt And I'm just doing this so that we ain't working in mud back here until the concrete people can get here. A big tractor's too big to get back here. I should have brought my little BX, because I could have got in here and smoothed it all out with it. Jeff's gone to get the Amish guys some supplies. And then I've got Major Ken. He's down at another duplex putting on new doors. I'm putting new doors on a duplex. The one where you saw me cutting out the flooring for the tile. The doors just wasn't sealing up good. And so decided to have him put on new doors. He does a really good job putting on doors. I'll soon be 61 years old. I believe I can work with a 40-year-old in my mind. Well, I got the gravel leveled out, I think, you know, be good enough so we're not working in mud. We'll just do a drive-by here. Not the kind of drive-by you're thinking about, but I mean, like, we'll drive by and look at the gravel. I'll let y'all see my pretty work. So that'll work till we get those storage buildings tore down right there. So we got 2 windows here in, got a door put in. They're starting with the house wrap. So there's rotten wood that we knew was gonna be there, and I want all of that replaced. I want anything that shows anything, sign that's not right or good. And so they had to put a new base plate in. They had to do some leveling. You can see the size difference in the windows. The windows were not to code of what they needed to be. So I'm changing, the windows are no good in it anyway, but I'm changing it out because I want the windows the right size for code. That way, and the reason that is in case there's a fire or something and, you know, people need to get out, the windows are big enough to get out of. Proud that we're finally getting on this thing because I've owned it since last of February, first part of March, right in there, and just, you know, how much building's going on, how hard it is to get people because there's just so much going on. And, you know, it's just taking time. So here we are, and we're finally getting it done and getting it knocked out. Well, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. We out of here. It's Friday. It's been a long week, tiring. Just kind of gave you a little look into what goes on in my world. I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. I'll get this uploaded sometime this weekend. I'll see you on another video, probably next week.